What's going on? What's going on, everyone? I am Reking back again for episode number 3. I hope everyone is doing well out there. So, we're going to get right into it. This week, we are discussing and talking about the willingness to experiment, having a willingness to experiment. Yes. When I was thinking about what we were going to discuss this week, I wanted to piggyback on the first episode of being a beginner. And when we are a beginner, there are going to be moments where we are at a moment where we don't want to take a risk and or make a mistake. And most of the time our fear will hold us back from making that mistake to learn from it, because we have to go through the process in order to know what our process is. In order for us to be able to function in any situation, we have to go through that situation. We have to experience that situation in order to know how things are going to work. If the old way is working or if the new way is going to work. But we don't know if the new way is going to work if we don't try. If we don't try. And having that willingness to experiment with something new, getting out of the old traditional way, the old way of doing things, and adding new flavor to your routine, to the way you write, to the way you talk, to the way you move, to the way you dress. Taking those beautiful risks of doing something different. And not only that, you're allowing your authentic self to come out and play. So when you think about when you was a kid, for most of us, we'd be outside playing, riding our bikes, having fun, playing on this playscape, on the skateboard, the scooter, whatever it is that you were doing when you were a kid, you had fun. You didn't care if somebody was looking at you. You wanted to show off your cool moves, your cool tricks and stuff like that. But as we got older, we started to hide that playfulness about ourselves. And we lost that. Even including myself, I lost that. I became so serious and saying, hey, things have to be this. But why I was being so rigid, so stiff, so not warming, it made me become a perfectionist. And when I became a perfectionist, everything in my life had to be perfect. From me being a mother, wanted my daughter to be perfect, wasn't really allowing herself to make those mistakes. So now she has to unlearn the things that I was teaching her. And I wasn't allowing her to experiment until she got older. You know, when she got older, I realized when I started going on this journey of self-discovery, self-healing, and allow myself to be, I said, hey, she has to go out there and make those mistakes and learn from those risk-taking moments, healthy risk-taking moments. Now, there's some risks out there that, you want to be careful. You want to be careful, but when it comes to creating, when it comes to cooking, when it comes to going out with your friends, you want to do something different. You know, you want to go to the movies or go to the drive-in, or you want to go to a concert, you want to go to a amusement park, you want to go to the museum, but a different museum than you usually go to. So when you having that willingness to experiment, I want you to get a pen and a pad, your journal, piece of paper, index card, something to write down what it is that you want to try. We all want to try something new, but we tend to be afraid. We're thinking about what others are thinking about us if we do try this new thing, if we step out of our comfort zone. And once again, because you haven't done it, you don't know what someone's going to say. You might end up inspiring someone else to try, to get out of their comfort zone, to get out and live. And as I was on this journey before now, like I was saying, I was trying to be a perfectionist. I want everything to be perfect. It has to look like this. And when I did that, when I made this beautiful presentation to showcase people, I didn't get the response that I wanted, because people will know when you're trying too hard. People will know when you're not really being you. People can see that. People can feel that. And I said from that moment when I did that last presentation that I was not going to be a perfectionist anymore. I was going to allow myself to make the mistakes so that I can learn from those mistakes. So I will be able to not only learn from it, but be able to guide and help someone else on their path and on their journey. So when we go through these different changes and going out to try something new, keep in mind that we are here to live. We are here to be a service to other people. And we're going to have people looking up to us, whether we like it or not. We're going to have people watching us. We're going to have people wanting to be like us, wanting to sound like us. You know, you're going to have people that want to imitate you and do what you do. But at the end of the day, they're not you. They are not you. And it's okay to be that example, because we all have examples all around us. Whether it's our family, it's our friends, our peers, co-workers, even the people that's on TV. So when you're taking that moment to say, hey, I want to try this. I want to go experiment. I want to go rock climbing. Do it. And while you're doing it, start documenting your experiences, because someone may want to see that. Someone out there want to see that. See that you're experimenting, doing different things, having fun, enjoying your life, living. You're living. So here's a few things that you can start doing to allow yourself to be able to experiment while you're going through this process. While you're taking notes and thinking about the things that you want to do but haven't done it, ask yourself, why haven't you done it? Ask yourself, why haven't you even tried? And be honest with yourself. We're on this journey of getting out of our comfort zone, getting out of that stagnant energy, getting out from hiding behind the mask, the facade, the delusion, the fearfulness of what others may think about us. I want you to write down why you haven't started that thing that you always wanted to do. And I'm always use myself as an example, because when I wanted to start this podcast 7 years ago, like literally wanted to start this YouTube 7 years ago, I kept saying, I don't have the right camera. I don't have the right lighting. I don't have the right location. I don't have the time. Most of us will say, I don't have the time. I'm doing this. And I always tell everyone, even including myself, how long were you on social media today? Ooh. Ooh wee. How long were you on social media today? Was it 5 minutes? Was it 30 minutes? Man, was it an hour and a half? Was it almost two? Was it almost three? So you were on social media for 3 hours, 2 hours, maybe 1 hour. When you could have took that time to research, you could have took that time to do some planning, you could have took that time to write down your goals. Oh yeah, I'm hitting that spot where it's like, ooh, because I was like that. I was the same way. I was on social media and I was like, oh my, I was on here for 2.5 hours, but it didn't feel like it, right? Because you was either enjoying yourself, looking at memes, looking at stuff that your friends sent, you're looking at people cooking, you're looking at people enjoying a life, living a life, whether it's make believe or not. But that time that you were on there, you could have been working on you. You could have been working on that thing that you always wanted to do. And my thing was my biggest fear and or obstacle that I created was, what will people say about me? So what if they say anything? You can't control what people say and what they're thinking about you because you're not them. You're you. We are taking that step to live our lives. We're taking that step to experiment. We're taking that step to live how we are supposed to live. We're not worried about what other people are saying and what they're thinking. Then I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to paint this beautiful picture for people to see. I haven't done it. So how can I paint a picture if I haven't done it? Think about it. How can we be a perfectionist or have something be so beautiful or perfect if we haven't tried, if we haven't done it, if we haven't even taken the steps? Think about it. We haven't taken the steps to even start the thing that we want to start. I always say, and I have said it so many times, you can go back on my New Flow meditation page and I said it on there. Being a perfectionist ruins the presentation. Being a perfectionist ruins the presentation. We're trying to paint a pretty picture that has not been drawn yet. So when you have a moment, take that time. Take that time to write down, why haven't you started? And after you do that, write down, write down 3 steps that you're going to take to put action to the thing that you want to do, to the thing that you want to try. Do your research. Do your research on the thing that you want to do. Like I said, whether it's rock climbing, find a place that is friendly, diverse, go there, go rock climbing. If you always wanted to collaborate with another artist, reach out to that artist, start developing that relationship with that artist before you go asking, hey, let's collaborate. Develop that relationship to get to know that artist to make sure that you guys are a good fit to work with one another. If you always wanted to get into painting, start looking up different painters. Start studying the different types of paint that you may want to try. I just wanted to really talk about this because as I talk to other people and I find that a lot of people are afraid to experiment because they want things to look perfect. They want things to feel perfect. Things are not going to feel or look perfect until you do the thing to make it uniquely fitting to you. Just like me starting this podcast, like I said, I wanted the fancy lights. I wanted the fancy camera, but none of that was in my budget. So I have to work with what I had. Work with what I have. And I'm going to say 95% of the time, we already have what we need. We already have what we need. 7 years ago, I had a phone. I still could have used it. I'm like, no, no, I want to get a camera. No, 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 I need to get a camera. Making an excuse. Most of us make excuses, making an excuse of not doing what it is that our heart is calling us to do. I always wanted to inspire and motivate others, encourage them. I always wanted to encourage people to talk about astrology, numerology, human design, and show them that these tools can help you in your everyday life. But I was afraid of nothing. Yeah, I was afraid. Just, you know, the acronym for afraid, if you break it down. I was afraid of nothing because guess what? I didn't try. I didn't try. I would say, yeah, I'm going to do it today. And I was like, no, I'm going to go, I'm going to do this. End up doing something else. Then my day either end up being crappy because I was pushing it to the side, ignoring what it is I need to be doing. Until I got fed up and said, no, it's time. It's time for me to get off my butt and do what it is I need to be doing. And that's living and helping others while I had the chance to be on this journey and be on this path. And I also want to be a good example for my daughter to let her know that she can do whatever it is she wants to do. To show her that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to try different things to find what fits you, that give you that good feeling in the inside. Give you that good feeling where you say, hey, I know I'm on the right path. Because most of the time we're doing things because we've seen someone else do it, but we keep doing it and it don't feel right. And it's okay, like I said, it's okay to try things to see if you like it, to see if that's something you want to do. And it's okay to change your mind. It is okay to change your mind. Because I know a lot of people who feel if they change their mind, people are going to be like, what are you doing? Weren't you just doing this last week? Weren't you just doing that last month? And that person is living, finding their way, finding their groove, enjoying their process while you sitting there asking them why they doing this and why they doing that. I said, when I have kids, the one thing I said that I will not fight my daughter on is if she wants to try certain things throughout her life, I am going to be there to support her, whether I like it or not. Now, there's some things she says she want to try and do, but me being a mama bear, I'm like, just try, just research the pros and cons before you try it, and I'm gonna support you on the sideline. Cause yeah, some things she said she wanted to try. I'm like, whoa, that's all right. That's out of my league. Go for it. You know, the things she want to try, she might end up being a professional doing it. But I'm going to be there to support her. And I said I will never deter her from anything that she has her mindset on, her dreams, her goals. I am going to be there to support her. And I encourage mothers, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, aunties to support the youth and what it is that they're doing. As long as it's a positive thing that they're going to be doing in life, support them. It's okay if the kids change their mind. They have to find their fitting, because we've been in this old way of living. We got to get out of it and allow people to be creative, allow people to explore, allow people to enjoy life. Okay? So take that moment and ask yourself those questions, okay? Sit down, really sit down. Remove the distractions and sit down. Why? Why haven't you started? Why haven't you went on to experiment with life? Self is an experience. Self is an experience. Getting to know yourself and getting out there into the world to explore, to have fun, it's a beautiful experience. And yes, there are going to be ups and there's going to be downs. That's part of life. We have to go through those things to learn, to get the experience. You have to understand, when you get that experience, that's knowledge, that's wisdom, not only for you, but to help the next person. So get out there and experience self. Get out there and do something new. Get out there and try that thing you always wanted to do. And I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Leave down in the comments if you want to share and you feel up to sharing the thing that you want to try, the thing that you want to experience. Leave it in the comment below so that we can start conversations. Remember, when you start conversations in these comments, you will run into people who have either done that or have the experience or have the knowledge or know someone who can help you. So it's time for us to get out of that comfort zone. It's time for us to experience self, and it's time for us to get out there to experience life. And I just want to say gratitude, 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 love, light, and healings. And thank you. I have to give that gratitude to thank you for being here with me on this journey. And we will see you. Well, I will see you. We will see each other on the next episode, okay? So we'll see each other on the next episode. And I just want to say gratitude, gratitude again. And we'll talk soon.